Ladies and gentlemen, just pretend this is animated. That way you'll recognize the folks to my left and right, Phil LaMarr and Billy West. Billy, good to see you again. Haven't seen you in several years.
Too. I know. I was here in, 2004? I was tricked into coming. I said, where do I set up my stuff? And the guy goes, how about the hallway over there? And I was, and then he shoved me into a panel I didn't belong on, and he shoved me into an autographed bullpen that I didn't belong in, and I felt like so awkward, and I kind of picked up and left. So I'm here as an invited guest this year, and I feel good about that.
You're bona fide, but it's good to have you back.
I'm boned.
Well, that's a different show. Phil, it's good to see you.
Thank you, Chris. I'm sorry, Brian?
Yes. Don't worry about it. That's Chris behind the camera. Hi, Chris. So let's do a rundown since we've got the whole voiced association. Phil, tell us of some of the voices that you are best known for in some of our comedy animated pieces.
Well, not all of them are comedy. I did John Stewart, the Green Lantern in the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. I played Kit Fisto in the Clone Wars series that's currently on. Coming up this fall, there's going to be a new Avengers animated series. I'll be doing Jarvis in that. What else? I was the title character in Samurai Jack and Weekenders, Hermes, obviously in Futurama with Billy, and what else? Ozzy and Drix, Ollie Williams on Family Guy, Wilt on Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Oh well, Matt. No, he just wants to know about my voice work. Doesn't. He's everyone has a niche.
I'm being specific.
Yes, and I'm a niche marketer. I'm a niche supermarketer.
Sorry for eavesdropping.
No, that's okay. You're in this interview too, Billy. So tell us of some of the voices you may be known for.
No.
Okay, well, that's the show, folks. Good night, everybody.
I started off in cartoons. I can skip all the preamble. The Nicktoons. Yes. They introduced them on Sunday mornings because they wanted to do exactly what the networks weren't doing. Mm-hmm. No Saturday. They wanted to do it on Sunday. One was Doug of Doug Funny and his family, and the other one was Ren and Stimpy, mm-hmm. and ran 4 years each one. And then I did some stuff in between, like Woody Woodpecker Show for 4 seasons with Fox, and lots of jobs in between, like waiting tables, and that part of your resume. But I auditioned for Matt Groening's new show at the time was Futurama, right. And I said, geez, I would love to work with that guy, and I got an invite to go audition. And he says, no, man, I'm a fan of yours. I know your work. And I said, I kind of know who you are, too, I wound up with like 4 roles, and it's like I'm the most fortunate person in the world that I get that much freedom to express, what you're capable of doing, and your whole idea is to be like the least of their problems. They got a zillion other things to think of, and so I think we're like a joy, except we fart around a lot. Well, yeah. But they encourage it somehow, or they won't like go, guys.
Guys, come on, really, guys, come on, we gotta go. We gotta go.
Yeah, and then we get Mac. No, keep doing that. Because sometimes they can find a little thread of business somewhere that they might want to use to go with. So.
Little selective editing. They go, no, wait, that's a good noise for when a ship falls on a robot. We can use that.
Oh, they get stuff from everywhere. They hear and they write on different levels, and it's an honor to be part of it.
I know that there's been a big fan presence in you guys getting the jobs back, basically, where Futurama sort of went into a little portal of cancellation.
And it's funny, people think it's like, it was we pounded on the walls of Fox, and it was like, no. People bought the DVDs. People watched the reruns on cable, and big corporations made money. And like dogs to meat, they smelled as like, maybe there's more. And down at the bottom of that, they found a new order for new shows. That's, I mean, the fans really did do it,
Right.
but not by sheer force of will, but by their dollars, by showing we like this and we want more of this.
Right.
And although they've done that a lot, and many times the people, the powers that be, don't get it, but this time they did. They say, hey, we left all this money on the table.
Yes.
Let's go back and get it. And so they brought the show back.
I always hoped it would come back. I thought it was too good to be yanked off of TV. So, so everything worked out, and we'll just keep going into work till it tells us don't come in anymore.
Could be any day now. You never know. I mean, Hollywood is like that.
I don't live by that. I never learned a damn thing from success. It's failure that taught me everything.
Yeah, that's always an interesting lesson. Speaking of failure, let's talk about some of the costumes you've seen at the convention. Haha. Interesting transition choice.
Right.
But I have, for years, we have been seeing a lot of Futurama costumes. Bender, I think, is one of the more popular ones because, you know, spare parts, backyard, a lot of duct tape can be used on Bender. But I actually saw...
Did you see the Zoidberg?
I saw a Zoidberg. It was okay. I saw a Zap Brannigan.
Yes,
Yesterday.
I did too.
Now, the only thing wrong with the Zap Brannigan is the person doing the costume is an actual normal weight, which doesn't seem to be like a Zap Brannigan kind of feature.
Oh,
I think Zap Brannigan's persona is a little bit more.
He didn't pad?
No, he did not pad. He was like.
Zap does.
Oh, Zap's padding.
Zap's got a girdle, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, one of those trusses, you know.
Right.
Kif, pick up my truss.
I really hoped he had a Kif behind him with like a pair of pants constantly. Like, give me my pants.
You know, if you know anything about Frank Sinatra's history, he had a Kif Croker.
Really?
Yeah, his was Jilly Rizzo. And he would like make Jilly do stuff almost like out of sadistic reasons. Like he'd leave his underwear on the floor and he goes, Frank, this room's a mess. And you go, yeah, Jilly, pick up my underwear. You know, and it reminds me of Zap ordering poor Kif Croker around.
Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad.
Alert the men, I've made it with a woman.
I've tried using that line before. It doesn't really impress the ladies that I've been around.
You have to have men. You have to have.
Oh, I have to have a man deliver that for me.
You
It's
have to have a group of men to actually.
Just the part of town you can visit.
What the hey?
Hey,
hey! So, Billy, Phil, I think this is where this shuttle comes and picks you up, and then puts your heads in jars and sends you back to Hollywood. So,
Dad?
don't go into the light.
Thanks for having us on, man.
Billy, it's good to see you again. Phil,
Yes,
good meeting you.
pleasure.
Thank you very much. Hope you make it back to our convention soon, and have a good trip home.
Will do.